Hello and welcome to MS Collections. Thank you for stopping by. In today's video, I'll be showing us how to achieve this lovely gown you can see here on the screen. It's very simple and easy to achieve. If you can just watch to the end of the video, you will be knowing how to come about this gown. If you're new to the channel, please do not forget to subscribe to my channel, like my videos, share, turn on the notification bell so you get notified when I drop new videos. Okay, so over the cutting table, what I've done here is to mark my armhole, as you can see on the screen. So go ahead and mark, get your shoulder slant. I use a shoulder slant of 1 inch, and from there measure your armhole, which is your bust divided by 6 plus 1.5, and then of course mark off your neck, your desired neckline. Okay, I use 3.5 inches by 3.5 inches. Okay, but it's as desired. So my armhole line will be serving as the line where I'll be imputing my bust point. This is not a bustier dress, so I'll be putting my bust measurement rather on the armhole line. Next up, I've marked my half cut, the half cut of the client, and then the next line I'm marking right now is the hip of the client, and I used my knee length measurement for the entire gown. Okay, I used 36 inches. Now, just in case you do not know how to measure your knee length, you can just put your tape from your shoulder up onto the top of your knee. Okay, not the middle of your knee, the top of your knee, and subtract 2 or 3 inches or even more depending on how where you want it to be. But for me, I subtracted 3 inches. Okay, so I'm going ahead to mark the measurement of the client and mark the bust divided by 4. So for the horizontal measurement, you divide them by 4. So the bust divided by 4, the bust is 38 inches, divided by 4 gave me 9.5 inches. The under bust divided by 4 and the hip as well divided by 4. And I use 1.5 inch seam allowance for all the measurements. Now the next thing you can see is I connected from the hip line to the end of the dress. It's not a fitted dress. It's kind of a mini A-line dress, okay? So that's all I've done for the markings. Next up, I'm going ahead to cut as in the video, and we are done with the front piece. Okay, so now there are two ways to this. You can decide to cut your back piece down before you work on the front, but for me I worked on the front before cutting the back piece down. Okay, just in case you won't be able to handle the dress after it's cut, you can decide to cut the back piece down, then you begin to work on the pieces separately. So what I'm doing right now is to locate where I want the slant to start from. You know, it's a slanted dress. The dress is kind of slanting. It's kind of higher in front, higher by the left to the right. So it's slanting left to right, okay, as you can see me do. So what I'm doing right now is to mark the allowance. Okay, the slant should begin after the allowance, okay. Yeah, so that when you're done joining the dress, you have the slant beginning from the point where you want it to be. Yes, so mark off the allowance and begin your slant from that point to the other point. Now after marking this line, I decided that I wanted it to slant more. So I think finally I used a slant of about 10 inches difference. The first I used about 5 or 6, but it wasn't slanting to my expectation, so I decided to take it higher. Okay, and this is it. So I started slanting it from around the hip area down to the other length of the dress. Okay, and now please just bear in mind that when you're slanting your dress, you need to take note of your measurements. Like my client's gown length is 41 inches, so if I'm slanting, if I from this 36 inches it captured plus the allowance, it means I may start joining from somewhere 35 inches, and I'll need like about 6 inches to reach 41 inches plus allowance, maybe 8 inches. Okay, so please do your calculations so that you don't have the other side too short, because it's going to be slanted. Okay, so I haven't done that. This is the lace I'll be using for the sleeves and for the top slant. I also slanted the up. Okay, I slanted it up as well, left to right. So go ahead and mark where you want the slant to start from, where you want it to stop. I just needed it a bit. Okay, I didn't want it to be so much. Plus I wanted to add a little bit of flounce there, as you can see in the finished video and the finished dress. So I went ahead to slant it and just watch the video carefully to see what I'm doing, just in case you're not catching up. Feel free to rewind, take it back and watch again. So after cutting it off, I'm trying to locate the middle. Okay, this one is important because I'll be using it to cut out the lace. Yes, so make sure it doesn't get missing. I just notched the middle and kept it aside, and you can see this, guys. I'm trying to align the dress back together, armhole to armhole, and notch the middle. It's important you notch this middle so that when you're fixing the upper part of the dress back, you won't get lost. So this is it, guys. We've done that. Now I'm going ahead to cut the back piece. So this is where I said you can decide to cut your back piece before working on the dress itself. Now I haven't cut the upper part of my dress. I needed to cut the back piece, and as you can see, for the back piece I just went ahead to increase my back deep at the half cut line. I just minus half inch from there and made that curve, as you can see in the video. And then of course I aligned the upper part back. You have to be careful about this, and just in case you're new to this style, please ensure you cut your back piece before you begin to work on your dress so you don't get confused. So next up, just in case you didn't capture that, my zip allowance, I went ahead to folded my zip allowance out, and then I spread it. Okay, now make sure you spread your fabric carefully, good side facing good sides or bad side facing bad side. You want to be careful because if you place it wrongly, you're going to have problem at the end of you have the sides not meeting. So make sure you're facing it correctly, good side facing good side or bad side facing bad side. And then when you're done, look at my zip allowance is folded. So when you're done, you can just trim as I did in the video. Okay, now I want to cut the lace for the upper part, and I use this Duchess to line that upper part. So I went ahead to place the pattern on the Duchess first and cut, and I added sewing allowance, hemming allowance to it. Okay, I cut it on the lace first off before cutting on the Duchess. I added half inch sewing allowance to it, and I cut, as you can see in the video. So the allowance, you just need it to be added at the base of the pattern. It's not necessary to add up. Okay, guys, I added 3/4 inch of allowance. I didn't, it wasn't just half, I just added 3/4. Okay, yeah, so feel free depending on how much you're going to sew. And having done that, I'll go ahead and cut my lining piece on the Duchess to use. And okay, guys, so at this point off camera, I went ahead to work on my back piece and my front piece. I went ahead to cut the linings, join them. As you can see, I cut the lining. I did this off camera. I turned the neck. The neck, we do not have the back piece, we do not have any attachment at the upper piece. So I just turned the neck with the lining. And then of course I did same with the front. Okay, so I haven't turned them with the lining. This is what it looks like, guys. At the upper part, I also turned it with the Duchess lining, and this is what we have. Okay, so next up is to go ahead and pin this part of the dress. Just pin them together, and this is the flounce I cut. Okay, cutting a flounce. It's very simple. Just in case you do not know, please turn on your notification bell. I just might upload a tutorial on how to cut a flounce. So I cut the flounce and I made it using crinoline inside, and just watch the way I'm attaching it to the dress. As you can see me do, I didn't want to attach all of it, it was longer. So I don't want to attach all of it, so I just attached up to the point where I would need. And as you can see me in the video, I'm going ahead to just pin the dresses together, and where I pin is where I'll sew. Okay, yeah. Okay guys, so if you've come this far, it means you're interested in what you're watching. This is me inviting you to subscribe to my channel, like my videos, turn on notification bell so you get notified when I upload new videos, because I always drop amazing content guys, and you wouldn't want to miss that. If you have friends or know persons that will benefit from this video, please feel free to share. Okay guys, so this is what we have, and this is how I came about attaching this part. Now can you see the way I brought the fabric out so that I will seal it up with the lining? Yeah, so that's it guys. Just bring it from inside out and place your lining and seal it up, and I'll go ahead on the machine and sew this off camera, and that'll be that for the front. And this is the Duchess I used for the base of the lining. I've gone ahead to hem it up and hem it down, and I used a width of 4 yards, okay, plus the length I desired. So please hem it up and hem it down, as in the video. And okay guys, so I'm done with these pieces. I've gone ahead to sew, as you can see, and we have it complete. I've closed up the zipper allowance as well. So this is it for the turning of the front. The next thing will be to join the shoulders, shape your dress, and of course the sleeves, while you await the fixing of the down. But this is it guys, so go ahead and do that, and we'll pick up from there. Okay, so guys, this is it. I've gone ahead to I've come this far. I've also fixed my zipper, I've shaped the dress, ironed it, gave it a good press, and the dress is ready to receive the sleeve and the pleats down. Okay, so for me to attach the pleats down, I used my ruler to mark off the line. Okay, I just marked the size of the ruler. The size of the ruler is a width of 1 inch. Okay, so I just marked it along the slant so that I place my Duchess accordingly. Okay, I don't want to start fixing the Duchess. The line helps you to guide your pleats to follow a particular line. Now can you see what I'm doing in the video? So I'll take this to my machine, and this is how I'll pleat it. Okay, yes, so pleat it carefully on that line, so when you're done you don't have some pleats higher or some lower. You don't have inconsistencies with your pleat. Okay guys, so this is it. Just in case you cannot see, you can just zoom in and watch carefully how to come about the pleats. It's really simple guys. So the down was splitted, and remember I hemmed the up and the down of the Duchess, so both are hemmed. And when you're cutting your Duchess, please consider adding these allowances, extra ½ inch for the hemming, for hemming the top, and another ½ inch for hemming the base. Okay, so when you're done, you have your Duchess in perfect size, and you go and ahead and pleat. Okay, can you see that? Yes, so I trust this video is simple guys. It's simple to just come along, very straightforward, and like I said, this is not a bustier dress. So if just in case you want it as a bustier dress, it's also very possible. Just go ahead and draft your bustier and you're good to go. Okay guys, so this is the finished look. I fixed the sleeves off camera. I just used the plain lace for the sleeves, and our gown is ready. So that's how we got the flounce up at the chest. We have our pleats now. Can you see this? The pleats well aligned and ironed. So the ironing is what gave it those nice folds. You can see Yes, with plenty of patience. Trust me, guys. So, this is me saying a very big thank you for watching this video. Thank you for watching my tutorials. Like I earlier said, please subscribe if you've not. Turn on the notification bell so you get notified when I drop new videos. Yeah, because I always do drop amazing content. If you like what you see, please like, give me a thumbs up, and drop any comments if you have any compliments or questions or anything you need to know. Okay, so a big thank you for watching this tutorial, and I'll see you in my next video. Meanwhile, just enjoy the view. Bye.